so the second half of my texture pack is finally out. It took a little while, but it's here now. Taking the wimpy way out because my aim sucks at the moment. I was on a laptop with a tiny screen for like an entire weekend, although DPI is the same. It works differently depending on the size of the screen. So, you know, like my aim is still decent compared to a lot of people, but I mean, compared to how it was the other week, it's not quite as good.
Nerd.
But so anyways, you know, it adds like a multiplayer button and stuff. It's pretty nice. It was gonna be better, but my computer could not handle good graphics for it, so you know, it's a bit of an L. I was wondering, like, what's this guy's approach here? Now when he, okay, well, I was hoping that it wouldn't lag at all, so I could hit him off the edge there. Anyways, so you know, yeah.
Nerd. Nerd. Nerd.
But anyways, I'm planning to also like completely revamp my Oderso configuration to make it cool, because it wasn't cool before, and
Nerd.
I don't like that it wasn't cool. So you know, now it's cool. Also, check this out. Ready? I can spin while bridging now. All right, I have mastered the art of bridge spinning. I'm so cool. He's gonna go get my bed. If I can void quick enough. Come on. Alright, now it's an epic showdown.
Nerd. Nerd. Nerd.
I wonder who's gonna come out victorious.
Nerd.
So anyways, I also plan to... Or, wait, what? I would say what I have planned for my new Oderso config, but it's for later. I do have plans to change my skin pack by adding more skins, because I've made about 2.5 friends since I made that skin pack. Are you kidding me, sir?
Nerd. Nerd.
I've made about 2.5 friends since I made that pack, so you know, it's like I gotta add their skins to it, obviously. Even if you wanted to glitch. Even if he could. Anyways, so you know, I might add their skins to it. That was the wrong thing. Now I have to buy another one. Anyways. So, wow. So, you know, I plan to add those. My mom is making a lot of noise right now.
Nerd.
Wow, that was extremely ineffective. Anyways, I hope that my mic didn't hear my mom talking or like what she was saying. Because although my mic sometimes doesn't pick up loud sounds in my room, it always picks up the tiniest sounds from outside my door. So you know, that's not exactly good.
Nerd. Nerd. Nerd.
Rip. So anyways, you know, I plan to make some stuff to that. Also, they might, I don't know, this is just a theory I have, but because of the new baby mobs that look, I'm gonna be honest, like, they look better, but I just hate them because I grew up with a different kind of baby mobs. I got your bed, right? I did get your bed.
Nerd.
Oh, excuse me, sir. Let's not have any of that right now.
Nerd.
But anyways, judging by what the kind of stuff Bedrock Tweaks puts on their website for resource packs, I mean, it's a pretty fair assumption that they're going to do something that reverts it back to the old, good-looking baby mobs. So, you know.
Nerd.
That's nice. Okay, bud. Listen. You need to be fairly punished now for your actions. Alright, well, you're gonna die from doing that, so. Punishments have already been enacted on. Check this out. If you drop it, then it buys it, because it really just cares about if that moves. That's pretty cool. Potions. I need one of these to troll him with. Check this out. Ready? So anyways, you know, I might get some of that. You know, when you're already making an update to something anyways, you might as well add more stuff, so, you know, they might add some more cool stuff. Like, I like how they have the thing that makes pigs look like Technoblade, but I'd like it even more if you did that when you name it Technoblade. That way not every pig is Technoblade. That way you can also have a Reuben.
Nerd. Nerd.
So, you know, like, you always need a Reuben in your life, right? But you also always need a Technoblade in your life.
Nerd. Nerd.
So, yeah. Hopefully they could do all that. I plan to make it every single thing be how I want it to, and then to have everyone in the world use stuff that makes everything the same as me. Because, you know, there's a reason that my resource pack is called Cool Hash Pack I made for my ego.
Nerd. Nerd.
Are these valuable resources I see? What a shame. What a darn diddly shame.
Nerd.
I started talking like an old man on my vacation. We were making those jokes where it's like, back in my day, we didn't have cars. You know, like that kind of joke. Alright, I want to ruin this guy's life. This seems like a pretty easy way to do it. Check this out, ready? He's gonna get all the way over here just to have 3 silverfish on him. This is gonna be epic. Did he fall off? Oh, he's over there. Well, that was terrible aim. Alright, let me do a spin. That's right, always flex on your enemies. It's a working strategy. Get him. Get him. It's a Pokemon battle. Excuse me, sir.
Nerd.
There we go. So anyways, while on my vacation, you might or may not remember, I took this selfie right here on the screen. I can't see it, but you guys can. Of me with an Abraham Lincoln memorial. Right? And, okay. And anyways, if you didn't know, in the official Technoblade lore, Technoblade and Abraham Lincoln were canonically in love for about 2 minutes before Bidoof shot Abraham Lincoln to death. So I sent that picture to my older brother since he didn't come on the trip. Again, he's a boomer. I sent that picture to him with a caption saying, on a date with Technoblade's ex-boyfriend, just to prank him. Only I thought I just texted it to my brother. See, in reality, I texted it to my friend. I would have said that in the next match, but somebody's nicked his Minecraft. I wonder, guys, is that his real username? Is that the real Minecraft playing in other games? Anyways. Wait, hold on a minute. I did stats for Minecraft, and, Is this the actual gamer tag guy for Minecraft right now? In Nether Games, as we speak. Well, anyways, I thought I'd sent it to my brother, but I sent the text to my friend from school, and you see, I don't think he knows about that, Technoblade lore there. And neither does my brother, but... But I mean, like...
Nerd.
My brother would have found it a little less awkward, because I only met my friend just, like, a few months ago. And although he's also big on gaming, and he's also quite big on Pokemon, so we would get the Bidoof reference and stuff. I guess I didn't put the Bidoof reference in there, but still.
Nerd.
You know, he's like, he goes, huh? And to make it even weirder, the caption is the only thing that sent him. Because you see, the caption wasn't actually on the photo. It was just, I sent the text saying, on a date with Technoblade's ex-boyfriend. I sent that separately. So all he saw was just a text from me saying that I'm on a date with Technoblade's ex-boyfriend. And he's thinking, huh? What the heck? So, you know, that's... That would be kind of awkward to see, not gonna lie. And then, I go into today, I realize about it, because I sent it like a day ago, right? But yeah, so anyways, I'm sitting in class. It's technically lunch, but I go to the class early after lunch, because I'm not the kind of person that sits with my friends during lunch. I'm the boring kind of person. So anyways, I text him and I'm like, oh crap, this is awkward because I didn't mean to send this to you. I meant to send this to my brother. And also, there was supposed to be a picture for context in it. He's like, oh, I could have saved myself there. Anyways, he's like, oh, send me the photo for context, because I didn't explain to him. All I said is that the photo would give better context. And he's like, send me the photo for context then. And I'm like, oh yeah, here you go. And I try to send it again. But he's on an Android phone. I'm on an Apple phone. And although apparently you should be able to text photos to each other on those after some more recent updates, you can't. It's a lie. Alright? It's a scam. This guy looks like he's auto-clicking. I can't tell. Anyways. So, you know, it won't send him. It just won't. Luckily, he walks in class like 2.5 seconds after I tell him. So, you know, I was able to explain it to him. So anyways, you know, that's pretty awkward. I actually have another story from my vacation that this was the main one I wanted to tell, but I forgot. Basically, on the way there, like, we stopped at quite a few gas stations, because, you know, we're going across the country on this vacation. You know, we might want to get some gas throughout it. So, you know, we're at this gas station, and I'm paying for a soda. And I go, and, the soda, it's Dr. Pepper, it's only $2, right? So, you know, I'm thinking, like, okay, I'll just pay with my card, because I actually have money in my card. And, you know, I would pay with some of the cash that my stepdad gave me to use on snacks while there. But I want to use the card, because that way I don't have to deal with change, right? Well, wrong. I actually did have to pay for change, and I actually just, like, later that day discovered that this lady at the cash register, stole money from me. Because, basically, you see, it's, like, $2.30, right? Like, with tax. Or maybe, like, $3.30 with tax. And I had, like, $7 in my card. And then she says, alright, it says you don't have enough, so you're gonna have to pay the rest in cash. And I say, huh, that's weird. Because, you know, like, there's no way this small soda that was labeled with as that much costs all that money. So, you know, I go and I pay it, because I don't know what what's going on. Alright, I'm just gonna avoid to get back to my base and get stuff. Anyways, so, you know, I hand her a dollar bill, and then, like, 10 cents, because it was $1.10. I don't know why I remembered that amount. Anyways, so, I go and I'm thinking, like, huh, that's weird. That's an expensive soda, and clearly mislabeled. And then I go, and I get a notification. I get an email from my bank account, because, you know, I have the online banking thing turned on, so that it just emails me whenever I spend money, you know, to make sure that it's really me. And it goes and is like, hey, you just spent, it says, like, you just spent $2 at this gas station. You now have $2 left. It's like, you now only have $5 left. And I'm like, wait, what do you mean I only have $5 left? Because, you know, So anyways, you know, this lady clearly stole an extra $1.10 from me, because, you know, I still had more in my bank account. And she's only supposed to charge me cash, too, when I'm using the card, if it uses up the rest of the money in my card. So, you know, she very obviously stole an extra $1 from me, and I didn't even see her put this $1 in the cash register, so that basically helps confirm it a little bit more. But, you know, I eventually realized this, and then it gets worse, too. Like, not only did she do that, she was also, like, a real brat. Like, she did kind of have, like, that look that a lot of jerks often have. But, like, I don't want to be, like, a jerk by saying that, but she had that, like, sort of face, you know, that gave off brat vibes. But it turns out she actually was. I go and I'm putting the money, like, a little bit of change in my wallet, and it takes me a second because I'm stupid and have terrible motor skills. So, you know, I'm putting that in my pocket. Not my pocket, my wallet. I'm putting it in my wallet when she goes and, like, I'm most of the way done. I'm, like, in the process of closing my wallet when she says, hey, I'm gonna do my best impression. Hey, you're holding up the line. Leave, kid. And I'm like, okay, jeez. Because, you know, it's like, I don't know you. You're supposed to, favor the customer over yourself. It's kind of how stores work. I mean, I've never been employed, but I'm pretty sure that they usually want you to be nice to the customers. Like, whether you want that customer to come again or not, you still want them to waste their money on your terrible product. So, you know, it's like, do it. Bridge. Wow, he has a great connection to the server. Alright. There goes your entire bill that you spent all day on. Anyways. So, I go and, I didn't give her a nasty look, but I wanted to, because she was giving me a nasty look and being quite nasty, too.
Nerd.
Gosh, what is his ping? So anyways, I am struggling all too much here. Anyways, so, you know, I leave and I'm like, wait a minute, did she just rob me? And eventually I checked. This lady, like, she was wild, alright? You yourself know that this never works, Nuggets. I've done it to you so many times. Anyways, that's the end of this video. I know this is Neon's embassy right here, but I'm using it for my outro because I'm a horrible person. Anyways, if you somehow enjoyed it, consider checking out this video, my last commentary. Also, make sure to like and subscribe. Bye!